Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Media Dump Podcast. It's been years.
Shasmarkman.
We only did like 7 of them or something, and I still want to say Shasta Markman Podcast.
I know, right?
It's been like 7 years since we did it. We only did 7 of them, and I still want to say it.
It has been like 7 years, hasn't it? Man, I was just thinking about our Infamous Let's Play.
Mm-hmm.
We should redo that game.
Well, I got a couple ideas we could talk about later.
Well, there's 2 copies right there. We can play it right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to play through it right now?
Right now?
Right now. We'll
Fuck game night.
We'll cut the podcast, tell everybody not to show up. We'll play it right now.
Yeah.
We'll get all 29 and a half parts. 30? Okay, 30. Nancy says 30.
I don't know if you can hear the cat. She's staring at Nick and me out.
Is her fucking foot stuck?
No.
Oh, okay.
She might still be in heat. She was in heat
Gross.
for a couple days, and she was freaking out.
You sleut.
Yeah, so when I left the room and I left the door open,
Hooer.
I was worried that she jumped out and got pregnant. I was like, oh no.
Jumped out. Didn't you hit the ground? Pregnant.
There's some
That's how cats work, yeah.
All right. Sorry, everybody. Gotta cut some of that out.
Yeah, we're just going to front load the tangent, and then we're going to get through the rest
See,
of
the
the
problem
stuff.
is, if you do that, people don't watch. You gotta get to the point.
I'm going to be real honest with you, bud.
Nobody watches anyways?
Nobody watches anyways.
Let's go. Okay, so this is a podcast where we talk about all the media we've consumed over the past 2 weeks. Usually we just have a bunch of different topics. And so we'll get through the first topic is board games. Nick, I've actually the only board the board game I played was Silver and Gold about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah? I've played a gajillion rounds of Carcassonne.
Nice. So we played Silver and Gold. We talked about it before. It's a game where you flip over cards and then you...
It sucks so much.
Nick, did you actually not like it?
I don't like any board games you make me play. Any.
Can you just like...
No, can I just like things for
How
you?
do you only
No.
want... So...
How come I only want to do the things that I want to do?
How real is that? You kind of only want to play your games?
It's not that I want to play my games. I just don't want to be forced to play other people's games. So yeah, I guess kind of only want to play my games.
But if we ask you to play,
Nah.
and you're like, no. But you say no every time. So
Exactly.
It's either don't play a game with you or force you to play it.
Yeah. It's kind of how that works. You'll be happy I'm still coming over here. I got out of bed. I was like, man, I got to put shoes on and walk over there. I could just tell him I got hit by maybe a car or a bus.
I'd come over and pick you up.
Just drag me over by my broken legs.
In the hospital. No! You have to film a podcast! Okay, Nick. Carcassonne. You about the 3rd expansion. What's the 3rd expansion? Explain. What's it about?
It is Princesses and Dragons.
Lame.
It's actually pretty cool. So, starting from base game, moving up through the expansions, it's the first one that allows you to remove meeples from the board.
Oh.
Yeah. So, there's new tiles that have dragons on them, and if the dragon is out, as soon as it's pulled, each person takes a turn moving it horizontal or vertical, but it cannot go to the same spot. So you just kind of move it around, and whatever space it lands on, with a meeple, it removes it. Doesn't matter how many.
What is that?
are on it.
That's the dragon.
Yeah.
Princess.
The dragon. So the princess will have a princess tile. It's only for the cities, but if you attach it to a city, instead of placing a meeple, you can remove somebody else's. So if a city just doesn't have anybody on it, you can claim it, or if somebody has majority, you can knock them down.
So that's like the dragon attacking?
Yeah.
Then what's the princess one?
No. The princess removes a meeple. The dragon removes everything on that tile.
Why does the princess remove a meeple?
It sends a knight on a quest.
So the princess doesn't actually move it. A knight removes it.
Yeah. Can't.
That's lame.
Yeah. But the dragon will remove any. The princess will only remove them from a city. So it can also save you from getting roped into a city. If you place something and somebody throws down something else that kind of screws you over, you can use a princess to get you out of that city. So it's not only to screw over other people, it's to benefit yourself too.
Okay.
But it's kind of fun.
I saw at the store and I almost bought it. It was like the problem is it was like $45.
Mm-hmm.
It was like an big thicker box of a scenario of Catan,
Mhm.
and it was mixed. You had to play Seafarers and Cities and Knights together, and then this one had a bunch of dragons, and they had literally had little dragon meeples
Mhm.
that like you play on the board or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like it said it had 5 specific scenarios for Seafarers and Cities and Knights together with dragon meeples that like do stuff.
Hmm.
And I almost bought it, but the only reason I didn't is because it was $45, and I was like,
You can
we're
probably
gonna play
find
it once,
Yeah,
and like we're not gonna play it that often. It's gonna take us a long time to get through it, and I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah.
For $40, it doesn't seem like it's worth it.
Yeah, I was like,
But then
that's a lot.
again, all of the Carcassonne expansions are anywhere from 15 to 20.
Look at that, bro.
Looking at boogs.
Oh, my cats they like to chase bugs.
I just want to push them off. Just nah. But I have the tower expansion for Carcassonne coming on Tuesday.
Oh, okay, all right, nice.
Yeah. So probably next podcast I'll bring over, because I think it was the second expansion, Farmers and Builders. They just give you a bag. You just put all the stuff in. So if you just carry the scoreboard and all of the stuff in the bag, you can pretty much play on the go.
Do you know what the tower is?
Kind of. I usually don't research too much until I get it. That way I can
like
kind of
that.
play it,
Yeah.
as we go. But I hear it's a way to basically, like, kidnap other people's meeples. To basically, like, imprison them in a
Put 'em
tower.
in a tower.
Yeah. And I also hear the tower is one of the structures out of all the expansions that the dragon can't destroy. So it also saves your meeples.
Interesting.
But I hear there's extra points being scored. Adds an extra whole, like, situation to the game. So we'll see how it turns out.
This next couple weeks definitely gonna actually play Rapa Nui, which is the Easter Island game that we bought. I think I told you about it. I don't know if I showed.
I think I might have seen it, but I haven't played it.
I bought it for her months ago, and we haven't played it yet, but we will
Mm-hmm.
this week. Like, we're gonna play it.
Okay.
Got a little bit of time this week, which is good.
Yeah. I bought a part that I've been missing for my 3D printer for ages. It's been $60 on Amazon.
Where's your printer in your apartment?
It's in my apartment.
Where?
It's just in my bedroom on a shelf,
Okay.
just collecting
I
dust.
haven't really been in the bedroom.
Yeah.
He usually fucks me on the couch.
Yeah. Or the kitchen, Put the apron on, easy access.
Ugh.
We'll cut that. But it's in the bedroom. I got a part that's usually like $60. There was something going on where it was only like 15, but it was the same exact part that was in my cart, so I ended up snagging it, and I'm going to try to print some shit. I'm thinking printing like board game stuff. I have a handful of like stencils or carry cases for like terraforming Mars, just so everything lines up a bit better, or 3D tiles for Catan. And I gotta dust everything off, but some of this stuff, it's supposed to take like 9 hours to print, and that's on the short end.
Well, if you wanted to try and like, some people do that as like a little side business thing too.
Mhm.
You could try to like make custom things and stuff.
Yeah. I can't make custom things, but if I have the files for it, I can always just print out a bunch and then just open like an Etsy store or some shit.
Yeah.
But there's a handful of people that I've seen just selling like
You can
extra board game
make your
pieces.
own. You just gotta know how to do it.
I don't have the
Or on the
files or a
computer.
computer. Yeah. I have to download everything and then bring it home because I don't have a computer at home.
You don't have any computer? Because I thought Jessica had a.
She has a laptop, but that's about it.
So she didn't have a computer at all?
No. She has an HP that works pretty well, but it won't take the system that I need. Like, it's not compatible with the system that I need to actually create stuff. What do you want?
Let me go check out Hash Brown real quick.
Ruh-roh, Reggie. He's finally said screw it and is done with the cone. He's not a fan. He's thinking about it. He might just say screw it and jump. Did you take the lens cap off? Just mess with you.
Yeah.
Just mess with you.
So I was worried for a second. He was like, walked off to the side and started meowing.
Oh, poor boy.
It's like, he can't. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Sorry, guys. I wish. Oh, there we go. Should have taken a picture. So he was trying to go from like a bar to a little place to walk, but he has a cone on, and the cone was hitting the thing, and he couldn't go forward.
It was just like stuck pulling him.
See, I'm worried, but he can't look down without looking all the way down with a cone. So he's like,
Yeah.
his like entire head and part of his shoulders is like completely off the patio, staring down, because again he has the cone on, so he can't look down actually. So that's the only way he can look down, and like is with the whole cone.
Yeah. I remember when Obi had the cone. It
I'm always
sucked.
worried he's gonna jump up. But the one time he jumped off one time, but it was the other one. He never jumped off this one.
Mm.
The other one, I think he got onto the roof and then jumped down from the roof.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere really to jump from the patio. You can't. There's nothing to land on except the ground. Like you can't.
There's no bushes or anything, or structure.
There's no like really, not really, like for him to get down. So I think he got up, and from here you cannot get onto the roof at all.
Yeah. That kind of like lip.
So I think he got on the roof. Maybe he got on the roof and then then he jumped from the roof to the tree. Okay. Anyways, sorry guys. Board games.
Board games.
We're gonna move on. You just playing some Carcassonne?
Yeah.
Alright.
Not much else.
Video games. I platinumed Horizon Zero Dawn. It wasn't actually that much. You said it was a bunch. It wasn't actually much.
Was it not?
No. There's one trophy that like the last trophy I didn't get was like kill all of a certain word machines. I can't acquisition machines.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, what does that mean? That must mean a special thing. It's something blah blah blah. It's like, oh no, there's just one type of machine I never killed the whole game. One random machine I never killed. So I just killed that one machine and then I got.
I was just watching him.
Sorry, the cat's
into
bumping into things with his cone on.
Dumb cone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me with Ratchet and Clank. I have one trophy. I have to
kill one of every type of thing. I remember.
Yeah, with the Groovatron grenades.
Yeah.
There's one enemy type where there's only one of them, and I don't know where it is, so I can't use it on him. And I just gave up.
I think the reason I didn't get the platinum is because there was something play through it on hard or something. I didn't do that. And I was like, I don't want to play through it again on hard.
Yeah, I beat that game like 8 times trying to find this freaking thing.
Yep. And then I had one day of it was like an actual good old fashioned Apex day where me and Gabe played duos for like 5 hours. That was so great. It was so great.
I saw a video of Siege when it first came out.
Yeah.
The first year it came out.
Way different. Like
and then Siege, like the most recent update, I was like, oh my god.
It's got holograms and giant ice. Like you throw like an ice wall shows up.
Dude, everything has changed.
It's crazy.
Like the craziest thing was like, it may be Ash's grenade launcher.
Yeah. And then like 2 months ago, like Siege literally hit its most concurrent players on PC ever. For 8 years after its release.
Jesus.
That's crazy. Man, I played so much Apex back in the day. Not Apex, goddammit, Siege and Apex.
Yeah, both.
I still would like to one day get like 5 people together and try to just get me the trophy for killing somebody with a breaching charge.
I thought you got that.
No, you gotta help me with that.
They have to be downed or just kill them?
No, just kill them.
Huh.
But the problem is a while ago, years ago, they made it much, much harder to kill someone with it. So it used to be you could be near it and it could kill you, but now you have to be touching it for it to kill you. Okay, so we'd have to like
dumb.
We'd have to like break into the place of the bomb. This is how people do it. Break into the place of the bomb, plant the bomb, put the breaching charge underneath the bomb so they can't tell it's there, and then run away, and then they go to defuse the bomb, and then you explode it. And that's like the easiest way to do it. That's how people did it. But the only way to do that is like with 5 people, and you're all trying to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm serious. I want to do that one day.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. I mean, not like too far off. I want to do it someday.
Before the game stops being
soonish. Within the next, I don't know, couple
We're
of
going to
years.
wake up one day and just be like, yep, we're turning it off.
Yeah, in the next few years or something like that,
Yeah.
I'd have to find like 5. You could probably do it with 4, but you can just like tell the other person or you. I don't want to be toxic, like kill them and just do it.
Yeah, could it be a teammate?
But probably 5 people. That could maybe make a good video.
Maybe.
I don't know the 5 people. I just know you have it. I'm trying to think of who has it. It's just you.
Yeah, I think I got it accidentally, didn't I?
No, you bought it on purpose.
I meant the trophy.
Oh, you don't. I
was gonna say I don't remember.
I doubt you have that trophy.
I thought it might have been something I got on accident, and it's just like, oh,
it's really hard to get. Trust me.
Well, I mean, like when the game first came out.
And I'm going to play the. Anyways, I'm gonna play the DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play that and beat that by the next podcast.
In 2 weeks?
Yep.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'll start another game, but I'll do that at least. Yep.
Okay.
And maybe Apex. I might text Gabe like, "Hey, you want another Apex night? Like 5 hours of Apex."
Yeah.
Played duo. It was pretty fun. I haven't played
Mm-hmm.
with somebody else, and it was we just played duos. And duos, there's a lot more killing.
Yeah.
A lot more fighting and killing than other games than the other modes. And there's a lot of like if you want to get good at Apex, just play duos and just hot drop over and over again. And you're gonna die a lot. You're gonna die like hundreds of times.
Oh yeah.
But that's what you have to do to learn the game quickly, unless you want to take a really long time and like play it actually how you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is your guns. It'll take so long to get your gun skill up.
Well, that's what they say about any of the battle royale games. Like you're not gonna really start consistently winning until you've lost so many times.
Yeah.
You have to get good at killing people.
Yeah.
Because even if you just hide out in a corner and rat the entire game, if you get to the last circle and the person you're going up against has 28 kills and you have 1,
Apex, you're fucked.
you're gonna lose. Like they're just better at killing people, and that's the game. It's not hide in a corner and gather resources. It's killing people. You know?
They call it like, because it's like in Apex, it's like, oh, there's these people who are just camping and hiding, and they have blue armor and endgame, and I have a red armor, and like together we have 600 more, we have 300 more HP than they do.
Yeah.
Not that.
If you lose that fight,
Yeah, so it's like, you're just kind of screwed.
that's on you. But
Yeah. What you been playing?
we've pretty much just playing Warframe.
Oh my god, what year is it? Playing fucking Warframe?
They just added DLC not too long ago, so I don't want to hear it.
What are we doing? Warframe. These fuckers.
Still a great game.
My goddamn wife won't. I'm like, stop.
It's weird because she doesn't play with us. She's played with us twice.
I think it's because you guys played. You guys are too high above her, right?
She has half of the map unlocked. We have maybe 3 or 4 planets. She's farther than us, and she doesn't want to do the same shit we're doing.
Well, but you guys were like, wasn't it something you guys were like only playing together or something?
No.
Warframe, get out of here, dude.
There's 5 of us. No. Yeah, there's 5 of us, including her. And we've branched off and like split up to do other things together.
She said something like she doesn't like being in a party where some people are playing a different game.
Yeah, that's the issue.
And she's like,
and
this is
I've
stupid.
told them.
And that's why I don't do.
I've told them so many
parties.
times.
Yeah, that's like our boys. They would always be in a group, but they'd all be playing different games, and I'm like,
Well,
why are we even in this group
yeah, because
together? Like,
one of the players.
you can't talk about the game you're playing because two other people are talking about a different game they're playing. So I'm like, why are we even? So like 2 other people are talking, and then it's like, I want to talk to you about the game we're playing, and then I'll play a game nobody wants to play the game with me. I'm just playing by myself, and I'm like, I don't want to.
No, I get it.
Sitting in the party, not talking and barely talking about
Yeah.
anything, and I'm like, this is. I don't know. I never really.
No,
had
no, no.
fun with it.
I agree. I chewed him out for it.
Yeah, and she said something like that where it's like, that's not as fun when two people are playing one game, 2 people playing a different game, and then you're all talking, but
Well,
then you're not actually talking.
The annoying
Something
part
like that.
was there was 3 of us playing Warframe, and 1 person was playing Rocket League in the wrong party chat, and I kept telling him, "Shut up. We don't care. Go to a different group
like,
chat."
what, yeah, like
He wanted to sit there and talk to us, but he's getting excited over Rocket League. And I was like, "Marvin, shut up.
like
Turn it down."
Marvin.
I told him, I was like, because he's our ADHD PC player. So
So it's like Gary.
he wants to play a game, but he doesn't want to grind anything, which grinding sucks. I get it. Grinding sucks. There's a handful of the missions in there where periodically they'll ask you, do you want to keep going or do you want to leave now? And after 10 minutes, he's like, all right, I want to do something else. And it's like, yeah, but we're grinding this specifically for this reason. I mean, if you want to leave, that's fine. But like, you jumped on, we've done 1 mission together, and you want to play something else. We're all not gonna just jump off and go play whatever else.
You just want to play like high intensity games.
No,
like
he
you
just
say
doesn't
with
like doing the same thing for more than like 10 minutes.
I get it, but then just don't play.
Exactly. So he'll like jump off and go play like Rocket League for like 45 minutes because each game, they're not super long. Every time you find somebody new, it's like playing the game different. If he's playing a mission against, bots it's the same thing to him. Like, we'll play Call of Duty, and he'll want to play, like, hardcore for, like, 2 or 3 matches. And he's like, let's go to Warzone. I was like,
Constantly switching.
You fucking, like, reel it in, bud. You know? If you want to do that, that's fine. I don't care. Go do that. But you're not going to sit here and be hella loud while everybody else is trying to have fun playing the game they want to play. And you're just sitting here just like, basically, like, you know, power talking over everybody else to try to get them to come play your game.
Yeah, see, Skyla's like not, she's just like not gonna do that.
No, I get it.
Move it a little bit.
No, I'm gonna get right up in it. I need him to know. I need him to feel the anger from LA. Nah, he's done it before. He gets excited about games, but we created a Discord channel just so he could have like a chat for when people are playing one game or another game or.
Oh, and
game.
and I don't know if I don't think she likes Discord.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm in it just so I can message them, but I never actually like use it.
See, and Discord makes sense if you're playing on PC.
Yeah.
But if you're not, then it's like.
We'll just use our phones. But yeah, it makes sense. Because on Discord, at least like you can play the game and have the chat open instead of trying to play the game and have your phone off to the side.
Together Warframe. 4?
I think it's 4. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's 4 of us, so it worked. And then we started adding other people. I was like, well, we're not all on playing the same game all the time, so it makes sense to have like 7 of us. So, you know.
That's like Tim, who's like everybody's
the Tap
friend
Man
on PlayStation. No, I don't know if you ever even.
No.
And he's just like always in a party, like 24/7.
Yeah.
He was like start a party, invite everybody, and just sit there and play anything, whatever. And he just always has a party going, always.
Yeah.
And then everybody would just join the party all the time and barely and my opinion barely talk. Nathan, I was talking to Nathan about this once, and he's like, I feel like we have fun. We're like, there's a lot of fun moments. I'm like, every time I've ever been to the party, everybody's just like sitting there quietly.
So what are you doing? I'm going to
like,
the bathroom. Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyways, let's move on. Oh, anything else? Just Warframe.
I've been playing a little bit of Need for Speed just when nobody else is on, just to kind of like change things up. That game is so much fun.
Did you ever get back into Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Did you ever finish the Pokemon?
I finished Silver. I'm on Gold right now.
Did you ever go back to Dark Cloud?
No.
Why don't you finish games, Nick?
Because I get tired of like the nostalgia isn't working.
See, I have to finish the game. I don't want to have multiple story games going on at the same time.
Because if I finish the game ends.
God, when did you play Dark Cloud? Can you get into Dark Cloud again by the end of the year?
Oh yeah, I'll probably get into Dark Cloud by June.
Right.
I'm gonna get bored of Need for Speed.
I just want you to play Dark Cloud again.
I'm gonna get bored.
We talked about it a little bit, and I was like, "Yeah, you played Dark Cloud," and then 6 months later, I haven't played it.
Yeah, no. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts since I played it for 8 hours a day.
I went on Christmas Eve. I go to his house, and he's like playing Kingdom Hearts, and then whatever a month later, he's like, "Oh, I haven't played since that day." I was like, "What?"
It was nonstop until somebody interrupted me. I was like, "I don't want to touch this anymore."
You got some good cookies though.
Oh yeah. Put some Biscoff cookie butter on them.
Oh, I bet that's delicious.
So good, dude.
I make gingerbread cookies, and I give them to people for fun.
I gave Gary one. He's like, "It's so dry." I was like, "Shut up.
Shut up.
Give me that cookie back. You don't appreciate it."
It's just gingerbread is just dry.
Yeah. It's like cranberry juice. It's just dry. Did I ever tell you that, by the way?
Okay. What?
Why does cranberry juice taste like it doesn't want to be wet? Exactly. Like it's one of those things. Like gingerbread is just dry. So is cranberry juice.
Okay, so next is movies. I think I only watched one movie, which was yesterday.
Can I tell you a movie to never, ever, ever watch?
Sure.
So the new Roadhouse came out.
You didn't like it at all?
Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor.
You don't like it at all?
People are like, "Oh, this is the best sequel." It's not a sequel for one.
It's a remake.
And Roadhouse had a sequel. Let me tell you about the movie you should never watch.
Oh, the sequel?
Yes.
Okay, I thought the sequel was. I thought people were saying it was good.
No, the Roadhouse like legitimate sequel, bad movie. Let me spoil it for you. They killed off Dalton. They don't say they don't care why. They just killed off Dalton, and it follows his son, that he never mentioned he had, like 20 years later.
Makes sense.
Doing the same job.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I was like, but why? Who cares? Who needed this? It's such a bad movie.
Sequel. Who's in it? Anybody?
No, not really. I can't think of anybody.
The only movie I watched is 2 days ago, I guess. I watched a movie called Dead Silence. It's 3 escaped convicts take a group of deaf students hostage. It's from 1997. It has James Garner in it. He's the main character. It's that guy. You know James?
I think I might have seen
You've seen him like in stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I think they actually hired like actual deaf actresses to play all the deaf people.
Mhm.
Like the main chick is Marley Matlin, who's like a famous deaf lady, and she was on a couple of the roasts, Comedy Central roasts of the early aughts.
She's hilarious.
Yeah. Then I looked her up. I wasn't like looking her up a whole bunch, but I saw this one clip from her where this guy's interviewing her and he puts the microphone to her mouth and she grabs it and pushes it to her interpreter's mouth.
Yeah.
He's like, bam, and then they're all laughing. Like, oh, the guy's like, oh shit, I forgot.
There's a handful of like, I don't want to call them bloopers, but definitely
Yeah.
like, oops, I wasn't supposed to do that moments in TV.
And so she has a translator, and she's had the same translator for like 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same guy, which is pretty cool. And that's the only movie I watched, I think. Last night, me and Skylar watched 45 minutes of My Cousin Vinny, because I want her to watch it.
Great movie, dude.
I want her to watch it, but she was like, I'm too tired, and I'm like, I'm going to play it anyways. Probably just shouldn't have. Probably should have just waited till tomorrow for us to watch it. But I kind of really wanted to watch it. It's such a great movie. She was like, when they're like not arguing, but they're like about the can of tuna, and they're like in the police station. She's like, I fucking hate this so much. This is so frustrating. I'm like, it's fine. It gets better. This is the only moment where it's like really stupid.
That's great.
Yeah, and she was like, that was just funny. It's so stupid. He's like, they said they're gonna execute me for buying a can of, he's like, they don't execute for a can of tuna. They're fucking with us. Like, no murder. He's like, huh? Dude, it's funny. So Ralph Macchio calls his mom. He's like, Ma, I'm in jail. Ma, calm down. Ma, calm down. Murder. Mom, calm down. Ma, calm down.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you can't hear her. You just hear him go, Ma, stop.
Yeah.
And then his friend, just real sorry, his friend, he goes like on the phone, he's like, these people are all fucking, they're trying to frame us, they're fucking inbreds, they all sleep with their cousins, motherfuckers. And he like looks up and everybody in the police station is staring at him, and he's like, some of them. I'm like, oh god,
that's fucking great.
That's a great movie.
Such a good movie.
That's an amazing movie. It's
classic.
And like maybe 15 minutes in, she's like, oh, is this where that famous scene of her on the court stand? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh.
Yeah. That is a great movie.
It's so good. We just got to the court stuff, which like now I'm like, I think that's a good time to like, if you want to split into 2 parts, watch the beginning, and then once you get to the court stuff, then it's like, okay, and then you can watch this. So we just got there, and then we stopped.
Because it does feel like a shift.
So now probably not tonight. Tomorrow, I would assume tomorrow we're gonna finish it.
Just do it today. Why not?
We got the game night.
It's like 45 minutes.
No, we're 45 minutes in. It's 2 hours, so there's like an hour 15, hour 20 left. Anyways, that's it. What did you watch?
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Was it good?
It's so good.
I heard it was. Some people love it so much.
It depends if you read the book or not.
Did you read the book?
I have the. Yes. I'll just leave it at that. Yes.
It's a yes or no.
Yeah, I read 3/4 of it, and I was like, I don't have the time to do this, so I just finished it on an audiobook. Because I had both. Well, because I can only read at home. And I got home stupid late, and then I was like, well, I can read a book or I can play video games. So I don't have time for a book. But
when do you get home?
I don't want to tell you that.
Because it's not actually stupid late?
No. It's like 4 o'clock.
That's when I go to work.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But I got shit to do. I go home, don't do anything for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Make dinner, play video game.
Stuff to do.
Yeah. Important stuff to do. Nothing. But yeah, it's a great movie. Honestly, would recommend it. The acting in there is phenomenal. But there is a few like key pieces. I mean, it is like a mystery movie. So there is a few like key pieces that you might miss unless you're really paying attention, or you're just back and forth watching it. But towards the end of the movie, once they kind of like explain the twist, they go flashback to all the stuff. It's like, oh, this is the stuff you were supposed to be paying attention to. Let's see. Will it pick it up?
Pick what up?
No, it won't pick it up.
Hash brown peeing? No.
Yeah.
I think he's peeing.
He's peeing.
He's
I heard
peeing.
him.
Okay, good. You're not taking a shit right now.
No, you're good. I can just hear it hitting the.
I couldn't hear
the
it.
cat
You could
litter.
hear
Yeah. I was like,
Okay.
oh.
Is that it? That and Roadhouse 2?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Jake Gyllenhaal one?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I want to, but you know.
I never saw Roadhouse. I want
You
to,
never
though.
watched the original?
No, I want to though.
It's pretty good.
I want to watch it.
I want to say it holds up, but that's kind of like that's more like preference, you know.
I'm planning next couple weeks watch a shitload of movies. That's my plan. A bunch.
Yo. I forgot his name for a second. Oh my god. Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott is a vampire, dude. He looks exactly the same in Roadhouse as he does yesterday.
All right.
Oh my god.
TV shows. I just been watching South Park. I'm on season 10. So I haven't watched a shitload, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping maybe.
It's a good show.
The problem is like I kind of don't want to just binge it. Like some
Yeah, you
shows
wanna
I could
enjoy
like
it.
play 10 episodes in a row,
Mm-hmm.
but South Park I'm like one or two a day.
Yeah. Like a little treat, you know.
Yeah, but I kind of don't. For me, it's not. I don't think it's really a show that I want to binge it.
Yeah. Well,
Sometimes
that
I'm not in the mood to watch it too.
that and if you start watching like 4 or 5 episodes back to back to back, you kind of lose the funny parts of the show.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I get why they do it to mix things up, but I kind of like they got some episodes where like they don't show like the main cast as like other
Yeah.
like
Where they're like the B or C plot.
yeah, but that's the only plot or whatever. God damn it, I can't remember which episode it was, but there's some episode where they're following somebody else the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, I get it. It's kind of nice to spice things up, but I was also like, I kind of don't care though.
Well, they're at a point where they're not really adding too many main staple characters.
Yeah.
It's just the same ones.
Oh, Chef died.
Thank God.
R.I.P.
No.
The character, not the actor.
I mean, even then.
I did not like. I guess they must have the rights to his voice or whatever.
Apparently, yeah. All of the
Because
stuff he pre-recorded, they had access to.
They like must have the rights to it still because I looked up and it's like he's in the Stick of Truth as like a zombie bad guy, and they still use his voice lines from the show. I'm like, so they must just have the.
Well, there was something in his contract that like, if he's unavailable, they can reuse stuff, and that was the thing that kind of like saved him, because he wasn't gonna come back and film that last episode, you know.
That Scientology episode was fucking nuts though.
Yeah. Speaking of Scientology, little itty bitty tangent. You remember Neopets?
Yeah.
Did you hear it got picked up by Scientology? Like they bought it.
Neopets?
Neopets. They
I
bought
think I
it.
saw something about this, but what?
I don't know what the extent of like what they're doing with it, but as soon as I heard that, I was like, no, a piece of my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they silently bought it out. And now they're pushing the narrative through Neopets.
Oh, there you go. So I was just looking it up because I want to remember a couple of that episode. Dude, the Ginger Kids episode was funny.
The one where Cartman turns ginger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, die! And he goes, what's your show? He goes, what? You did what? And then the Free Willsiac, dude, that was fucking crazy.
Which one?
Free Willsiac.
Oh.
The whale one?
The one where they think he's talking to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they put him on a thing to space, and they literally sent him to space. And I was like, oh, they're gonna do something funny where like there's actually whales in space. Nope, dead whale in space.
Just dead.
I was like, oh. And they're like, let's go to Mexico. Hey, how much to take whale in space? $200. What?
That's just great.
That was funny. Okay, those are some really good episodes. Anyways, what do you? I didn't ask you.
What?
What you been watching?
Spartacus.
Oh.
Trying to finish that. I want to say 3 episodes left of season 1, but they're like hour-long episodes. It's just so hard to kind of occasionally put on, because if you don't watch the whole episode, you kind of lose where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So just Spartacus.
The good titties in that show.
Lots of titties.
Let's go. In peepees.
There's a few. There's a guy who gets his junk cut off.
Oh, stop.
They don't show that part,
Stop.
but they show like.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Sports question mark. Kings missed the playoffs. So close.
Dang.
But one of their starters is injured, and their sixth man is injured, who was going to win Sixth Man of the Year. He might still win it. Malik Monk. He was going. They were like, everybody's like, he's going to win Sixth Man of the Year. He might still win it, but he did miss the last like 15 games or something like that. And one of their other starters was injured. But at least they knocked the Warriors out of the playoffs.
There we go.
That's great. As long as they did that, everybody was like, ah. And like they knocked the Warriors out, and then some people online were like, hey, if we lose the next game, that's fine. As long as they knock the Warriors out.
Yeah.
And that's about it, except for UFC. That was pretty cool.
That was
what's his
pretty
name?
dope. Which one?
The guy who knocked the guy out.
Which one?
The
There was
most
2.
important guy.
There was 2. Alex Pereira or Max Holloway?
Max Holloway. Isn't he more important than?
I
I
mean,
feel like
kinda.
Max Holloway's bigger than Alex Pereira.
He is, but it wasn't for like a weight class belt or anything. But he is a bad man, I swear.
That was, dude. He's like, because he's like,
That's his thing.
punch him,
though.
and he's like, stand right here.
That's his
And he's
thing.
punching me. He goes, no, right here. And he's punching him. And I was like, hey, you're an idiot, dude. Don't stand right there.
Yeah.
Then he got knocked out with, it said 2 seconds left. It's like 1.5 seconds left, and he knocked him out. I'm like, don't do what he wants you to do. He's like, stand right here. Show me how
Nah.
tough you are.
Nah.
No, stand right here. Oh, I knocked you out. I'm like, don't stand right there.
That's his thing,
Dumbass.
though. That's his thing. And he was winning that fight anyway. So even if he didn't,
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
guy was gassed.
I'm going to run away.
That other guy was done for.
He
dude.
lost 4 rounds before. If he won that last round, he would still lose. So it's like, maybe I
I'd
can
rather
throw
lose
something.
by decision than get knocked out 100% of the time.
Well, he's probably concussed. So his logic,
He probably was.
his
fucked
logic
up.
is like, maybe I can throw something and win this.
Dude, I just can't. These elbows, I just can't. It's just elbows. I'm like, that's just crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like elbowed in the face, like.
I saw one guy duck a punch, and the guy kind of like overextended and slipped. So he like threw an elbow backwards while bent over ducking a punch, hit him in the nose, knocked him out. I was like, how?
Like the punches, like we used to box, and like I can get punched, like that's
Yeah,
it
no,
hurts,
It
but
sucks.
it's fine. But like if you're like elbow to the eye, I'd be like, don't want to play anymore.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm like, no, I'm going
Fuck
home.
that. That shit hurt.
It's like that scene from South Park where Butters gets hit in the eye with a ninja star. It's like,
That
all right,
was
game's done.
crazy. Kenny, why'd you throw it? Ah!
It's like, game's over. We're done.
Like,
I'm going home.
Kenny, you actually threw the ninja star.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. That was the before, but we didn't talk about WrestleMania. Did you see what happened at WrestleMania?
I heard I heard some crazy things about WrestleMania.
Dude, so like the last fight, it's I forget the guy's name.
Cody Rhodes?
Cody Rhodes. That's who everybody wanted. He's like the good guy. Everybody wants him to win, but the bad guy, he kept losing. Because
It depends who you root
well,
for.
how wrestling does is there's good guys and bad guys, so you can root for the bad guys, but there is I forget, is a
They're
baby
called
face is a young good guy,
heels.
and the heel is the bad guy. So the heels are winning more lately.
Yeah, but that's kind of
Um,
like their thing.
Yeah, and so Cody Rhodes, like, he was like about to lose or whatever, and then like John Cena fucking shows up, jumps in
Yo.
there, and then The Rock shows up, jumps in there, and then The Rock's there like yelling, and then fucking the Undertaker
It's like, let me just
sound
come out of
comes up,
retirement.
and then all the lights go out, and he jumps up onto the stage, and the lights come back on, and he's standing behind The Rock, and then The Rock turns around, and he
Oh, yeah.
grabs him and choke slams him,
Oh, yeah.
like looks at Cody Rhodes, looks back at The Rock, lights turn off again, he goes back onto the stage.
well, that's
lights
the
come
Undertaker's
back,
thing. Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, dude.
That's the Undertaker's thing. Is like he just appears out of nowhere and then disappears when he's done.
Crazy. And it's like, so I saw there was like a bunch of videos about it, a bunch of reactions,
Oh yeah.
and Tom Grossi
Mhm.
was there, and like there's a video, he made a video of it,
Mhm.
and that's like a lot of people's like they're like, that's like the that clip was going around a whole bunch, and
Mhm.
it happened to be him, and like when they heard the Undertaker's thing, everybody turned to look at the stage, and then he pops up not the stage to look at the entrance,
Yeah.
and then he pops on the stage and they turn back and they're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
and there's a bunch of people reacting to it,
A bunch.
and they're like in their chairs, and then Undertaker shows up, they're ah!
Oh yeah.
The guy like falls out of his chair like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then I saw this one TikTok was going around with this one chick. She was like, I'd never watch wrestling, but I am obsessed with those reaction videos of the people seeing that one guy come up. I think his name is the Undertaker or something. And he comes up, and there's these grown men, the joy in their face, and like they're laughing like little kids. She's like, I love that shit. And she's like, I want to watch wrestling just to see more reactions like that.
Oh yeah.
And then of course there was a classic going around on Twitter, a whole bunch of like, what do people like wrestling? It's all fake. It's all stupid.
So
I'm like,
dumb.
have you ever watched a TV show? They're like, yeah, but like, people like, it's a fake. It's so stupid. I'm like, so's a TV show.
So dumb.
It's just like a sports reality TV show. It's a wrestling reality TV show.
It's a
reality
soap
TV.
opera for guys.
Yeah. But then I was like, oh, those same people are probably like, reality TV's stupid. Why would you ever watch reality TV?
I feel like those are the kind of people that watch like The Bachelor.
I'm like, hundreds of millions of people watch reality TV, and you're like, that's stupid. If you watch reality TV, you're dumb. I'm like, literally around the world, hundreds of, if not like over 1 billion people have watched reality TV sometimes. You know, there's not just American. There's a British, there's English, and over there I've seen that. I guarantee you, there's like fucking Indian reality TV and
I've seen a
Chinese
few
reality TV.
I've seen a few clips,
and I guarantee you, all those people watch that shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. But I was thinking, I was like, those same people are probably like, why would you ever watch reality TV? It's all fake. It's all stupid. I'm like, because it's entertainment. Anyways, that was sports question mark. Let's move on. We're good? Sorry, I went on a little rant.
No,
again.
you're good.
Sorry, I keep doing rants, Nick. I know you hate it.
I don't care.
YouTube.
What have you been watching?
I've been on TikTok a lot. I gotta stop. There's this guy that deleted it because she was on TikTok too much.
Yeah.
Nothing special. Oh, lately, last couple days, I watched like a bunch of clips of The Voice auditions. I don't know why, but I like love that shit so much.
Yeah.
Since Route 60 is finally actually closing,
Did you watch that Halo video?
I didn't watch the whole video. Was it good?
I didn't watch the whole
Did you
video
watch
either. I watched the clips.
I watched that clip. I sent you a clip of it just because I thought the clip was so funny.
Yeah.
So there were like 4 original founders of Route 60 like played Halo one more time, but like it kept glitching out a whole bunch. And then they're like, this is fucking classic Route 60, all the glitches and technical difficulties. And then one guy's like, he's like, I think it's because I kicked it earlier. They're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Well, they kind of flash back to it in the video that I was watching. And he doesn't really kick anything. He kind of just like bumps the ottoman it's on, and the thing falls off. But the way they shot it, it's like as soon as it hits the ground, the TV cuts out. And like, oh, we'll just wiggle it. TV came back on, so it wasn't an issue. And like 10 minutes into gameplay.
That's classic Chess the Marker Man too. Oh, let's try this. Oh, it doesn't work again. Oh, hey, here, let's try this. Oh, it works perfectly fine. I tested it. Works perfectly fine. Let's do it for real now. Doesn't film for 2 hours doesn't work.
Yep.
I'm like, it just worked.
Yep.
My goddamn cat really just moved the camera. Nancy, stop it. Come here. Come here. God, she's gonna knock the fucking... I gotta get a better stand. Honestly, this is a really cheap thing.
Or, hear me out.
Nancy!
Don't have cats.
Nancy! Obi would knock this shit over in about 2 seconds.
Obi wouldn't touch it.
You're full of shit. I don't...
Obi absolutely wouldn't. Obi doesn't walk where there's cords.
There's no cords.
When he has
he
to...
would not accidentally hit that?
No.
I don't believe you.
No. He doesn't touch it.
Sure.
Like, he won't touch my chairs. He won't touch, like, any of the furniture in the room.
What if he gets excited?
When he gets excited, he jumps on the couch, and the only thing he touches is the table if the table's too close. And that's not his fault.
I don't know. Every time I've been there, he's just jumping up and going nuts. And you yell at him.
Well, yeah.
And then you yell at him. It's because I'm there, because I'm the best.
No, he does that for literally anybody.
All right, you been watching anything interesting on YouTube?
Nope. Not really. Haven't had time. Work and not doing stuff at home and not reading. You know.
All right, music, podcast, streaming, books. I want to read a book.
I got a book for you if you want to read it.
Try and read some like.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Try and read some of my comic books. I got a couple comic books over there I haven't read.
A couple?
Yeah, only a couple.
So you've read most of those?
Almost all of them.
Prove it.
Name one.
That doesn't mean you read it.
Name one. I'll tell you what's in it.
One Piece.
I read. We're looking over there.
Man, you said name one.
I've read every one of those for sure. It's like 120, 130 of them.
Nerd. No, I found this audiobook on Audible for free. It's a box set. It is absolutely the script of like a sci-fi movie. It's so dumb, but when it's in a book, it's less dumb for some reason. It's called Jurassic Dead. It's exactly what you think it is. So
is that the zombie dinosaurs?
Yep.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yep.
Or you might have told me about that.
It's the zombie dinosaurs that turn people into zombie dinosaurs. Yeah. It's so dumb. There's 3 of them.
Awesome. It's like Sharknado.
I'm 6 hours into the first one, and I'm like, yeah, this is so stupid. I gotta finish all of them now.
Stop it! Sorry, guys. She keeps hitting the fucking... She keeps moving that
just
goddamn...
eyeballing me because I clapped.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I got nothing and... Nothing. Someday.
We'll make use of that.
There is one Robin Hood book that I have in the bedroom, and I want to read it. I think maybe someday I'll read it. But I also want to read some of my comic books.
Yeah.
All right, 32 deck update. I'm assuming you didn't do anything.
Nothing yet. Yeah, no.
All right. Indie Game Club, we
said we were going to this week. We probably won't.
We probably won't next week.
We'll probably not next week.
I think we will.
We'll say we will.
We might next week. Okay.
What's going on for the next 2 weeks?
Goals.
And go Wells.
I'm gonna try and watch multiple movies, a few movies, like 10 movies, maybe not 10, maybe 10, maybe not 10, 8, at least 8 movies.
Pick out 10 movies, watch 8 of them. There you go.
I want to watch 127 hours.
It's all right.
Yeah, but I want to watch it.
I get it. It's like watching that Leo movie, Revenant.
I thought that was really good.
It's a good movie, but it's such a slog the second time through.
I liked it more the second time because I waited like 5 years and then watched it again.
I guess. Just watch him saw through his arm with a fucking nail file.
I just saw this post and it was talking about Saw. And it was like Saw like 3, 4, 5, and 6 all take place within like 1 week of each other.
Yeah.
It's all like basically at the same time.
Yeah. The real crazy one is watching them in chronological order. That's what's nuts.
Would you have to skip? How would you watch it in chronological order, Nick?
It's like 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6 or something like that.
Are there more? Are there only 6?
There's a few that are like spin-offs, like
And there's the Chris Rock movie.
Yeah, that's the
Spiral
spin-off one.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the mic. I was just talking to you.
Yeah.
I forgot I had a microphone. I'm just hanging out, huh?
Yeah, Spiral's technically a Saw movie, but not quite. But technically,
I wanted to watch that.
it's a pretty good movie. I feel like it's more like murder mystery than it is gore. Like there's still blood and guts and everything, but it's more of like a whodunit than it is a Saw movie. I'm just waiting for him to fall.
So scared.
Just waiting for him to just
Move your head more to the left. I don't understand.
Yeah, but it's like pushing against him, so it's
God
like
damn.
if I was jabbing you in the neck, would you move your head? Another tangent.
And
sorry.
for video games, I already said board games. Rapid new. Okay, so I already said mine throughout it. You gotta watch it to find out.
Yeah,
Or just skip the end. Nick.
I'm gonna finish Spartacus, Need for Speed. I'm gonna try to finish. I'm gonna pick a new movie to watch. What else is there? I'm gonna play my board game. Test out the new expansion.
You got the tower coming.
Yep. I'm gonna try to find something interesting on YouTube that I can actually come back to and watch. instead of just more. Russian
I mean, I'm
Badger.
still just watching some board game content, but I am. There's a couple posts going on the board game subreddit I'm a part of.
Mhm.
They're talking about like anybody else like getting burnt out on like board game collecting and board game watching.
It's because you're not playing with new people.
And I'm like, the only reason I'm getting burned out is because I already have a list of like 100 games that I want. And so when they talk about new games, I'm like, but I want all these other games before I would want those new games.
Yeah.
So that's usually what they do is talk about new games. But I'm like it'd be like, oh, here's a review of 10 games. And I'm like, well, I'm never going to play any of those. Here's another review of 10 games. I'm never going to play any of those. And I'm like, it's entertaining to watch, kind of, but they're always talking about new games. And I'm like I literally have like a list of like 100 games that I would want to buy and play before any other game that anybody ever talks about.
Yeah, I'm kind of just want to hit the basics, like the classics.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't really care. Like, minus like Monopoly and Clue and shit like that. But
You got to play more games with me, too?
I don't know about that.
With Skylar.
Nah.
Don't you like Skylar?
Nah.
You're her maid of honor and you don't like her?
Nah. Who else was going to do it?
True. Goddamn true. Brianna probably would have done it. Brianna could have done it.
Nah.
She was a good one. She was the good one.
The good one?
Yeah, everybody else sucked.
The one that
Don't
didn't.
worry, she doesn't talk to any of them except Jazzy, and Jazzy knows that she sucks. That's my sister. I can say she sucked.
Well, now. You
Yeah.
couldn't say it then.
No. But Brianna was great. She was like the only one who was actually there for Skylar, actually helped her.
Then why doesn't she talk to you anymore?
She talks to Brianna.
I thought you just said she didn't talk to her.
Don't talk to anybody else except Brianna and all of her. She doesn't talk to any of her bridesmaids except the two who are her sisters.
How many of your groomsmen do you still talk to?
All of them.
What's that say, people?
Except barely talk to Marco.
I was going to say. I haven't talked to Logan since he invited me to his birthday, and I told him it's a day I can't go. I think he deleted my phone number.
He said he's been really antisocial lately.
I bet.
Try and go hang out with him at some point.
Oh, lame. Have him be a guest.
What do you? She like pushes her whole body down. Like, look, my fingers are like around her throat as she's pushing downwards.
She's probably just relaxing and letting her body hang.
Yeah.
The Pacers and the Bucks are about to start.
Okay.
Just gotta update.
Who you got winning the NBA playoffs?
Bucks. I don't know.
Are they going all the way?
Maybe. It's the only team
Giannis isn't playing for like a week.
Nah. If they make it through this week, they might make it.
Yeah, the favorites are the Celtics because they had like 63 wins or something like that. I know, really. Celtics, come on. Oh, Caitlin Clark got drafted. Indiana Fever, WNBA. Let's go.
Oh, did you see her contract? How much she's making?
Yeah, it's only like 77.
She's getting like a $5 footlong from Subway and a hot and ready pizza, and that's about it. Such a shame.
Yeah. But they were like, so there was some controversy, kind of in like her like last game or last couple of games or whatever. There were some commentators and they were like kind of just talking shit about her, how she's not as good as she actually is, and everybody's like talking shit about those people who are talking shit about her. Did you hear about any of this?
I heard, but I didn't hear any names. I just heard there was like commentators just being shitty.
They're just being fucking dicks, and it's like, dude, I get like in the college you went to, but you're like in your 40s and you're still like,
you're in your 40s.
Oh, I got LSU pride. I'm like, dude, that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Fucking calm the fuck down.
Yeah. If you can't be realistic about it while also like having some sort of loyalty, like don't be dumb. Come on.
Yeah, and they're just like talking shit about her, and then like there's a whole conversation going on where it's like, do you understand what she's gonna do for women's basketball? Like, she's the face of women's basketball. She was the face of women's basketball like earlier this year. She's going to be the face of women's basketball and WNBA for the next 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she is going to be the reason why you all get more money. She's going to be the reason why people watch the WNBA more. And I was like, that's true. You know, I kind of want to watch her play just because she's a big name. And it's like, I guess like always maybe part of me was like, I would have watched WNBA, but I need like a reason. You know, I can't just like start doing it. I'm like, who do I cheer for? What do I do? So now it's like, this is a reason.
Yeah.
One of the biggest names in sports right now.
Yeah.
And they're like talking shit. And I was like, do you know what she's going to do for your sport? It was something like
Yeah.
the first game before she got drafted. The Indiana Fever, their first home game, they rented out a different stadium of like they're irregularly. It's only like whatever. I don't know how much, but
It's like 5,000 seats or something.
5,000 seats, but they rented out a different stadium with like 20,000 seats before she declared for the draft or something like that, because they knew they were going to draft her and they knew they were going to fill out those seats for her first game, like 20,000 fans. And I'm like, good. Is the NFL draft today or tomorrow? When is it?
I think it starts either today or I think it's tomorrow. I haven't gotten any updates on it.
It's got to be
I could
tomorrow.
be wrong though.
You look it up real quick. Oh, here. Hold on. Let me look up a joke real quick. Here we go. Hold on, guys. Hold on, everybody. All 4 people. Hold on.
It's Thursday.
Thursday. Oh, shit. I thought it was...
I knew it was coming up. I just didn't know exactly what day. It's on the 25th.
All right. So we're good?
Yeah.
Joke of the week. You ready?
Go for it.
Joke of the fortnight. My wife stormed into the pub last night as me and the boys were down in shots of tequila. You coming home now? She screamed. No, I'm not. I laughed. She said, I'm talking to the kids. I got one more.
Go for it.
Did you hear about the mute chicken? It didn't give a cluck.
It's pretty good.
Sorry about the foul language.
That's pretty good.
All right, Nick, catchphrase.
Yo, I gotta take a shit so bad.
You already used that catchphrase.
That's not catchphrase.
Bye-bye, Nancy.
It just hit me. I guess it's from a lean back.
Like right here?
I'll shit your chair, dude.
That's the old chair. It's okay. It's not the new chair.
I'll shit the room. I don't care.
There's a litter box right there you can use. You can be like the kids in this Gen Z in school.
No. Did you hear about the George Clooney?
No.
When he was younger, he was roommating with somebody. He's a real prankster.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell the story. Tell him.
No. That's fine.
You got to look it up. George Clooney and his roommate, and just shit in a litter box.
In a cat box, yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the story.
There's more to it.
All right. We're good?
Sounds like it.
All right. That was a lot of fun, guys.
That was fun, guys.
That was a lot of fun, guys. Let's do this game. We'll see you next time. It's just Maron signing off.